Hello friends and welcome home. I'm Jamie James, and today we are talking about something that I have found so important in my homeschooling that I would even go as far as to say it has sustained me for the last 12 years of homeschooling. What is it that has sustained me for 12 years of homeschooling, you're wondering? Well, it is a 6-week break. What is a 6-week break? In homeschooling, it's where you pause and you take a break from your regular schooling to assess and reset your homeschooling life so that you can sustain for the continuation of the year. You might not know this, but a lot of public schools actually do this. They don't have, but maybe actually 2 weeks a year that is a full school year where they have gone all of the hours that they say that they're supposed to be in school for an entire full week of school. So this isn't a super foreign thing, and you might have actually heard of this in Sarah Mackenzie's book, Teaching from Rest, which I cannot recommend enough. So if you haven't read it, go read it. But this is my 6 weeks of how I break it down, and we are going to do that every single day this week. But today we are going to talk about what it is, why is it important, and how I do it. So my 6-week break is every 6 weeks I stop most of my schooling. There are some things that we have to continue to do, and I'll get into that. But I assess where we're at. First, I assess for me as mom. I am juggling a lot of plates. I am trying to keep everything rolling. I have a few jobs that I do on the side. And so all of those things are things that I still have to give attention to. And how am I doing at that? I want to assess, how is the schedule? Is it doing well for me, the facilitator of our household and our schooling? I also want to assess how my kids are doing. So sometimes math has been kind of left to the wayside, or we're not doing as well as we should, and we need to just look at that. The next thing that we will do is we organize something. And I have found this to be very important because as life is going and things are going as fast as they can possibly go in a week, things just get put in various places and they don't get back to their home, and we become unorganized again. So during my break week, I like to just take at least one thing. I always only put down one thing to start that I just need to organize. And if I don't organize it, mama might lose her mind. You know what I'm talking about? So that one thing is the thing that I choose to organize for the week. Then we do something fun. Number 3, we do an activity, usually with friends, because that's what my kids find the most fun. Sometimes it's going hiking, sometimes it's just going to a park or a movie night. We just try to plan something fun that we might not normally do on our regular scheduled week, to just keep things fun and engaging and let people rest well. And we'll talk about more of that in an upcoming video. And then the last one is actually rest and what you might not know about rest. So I can't wait for this week. It's going to be so good. But why is it important to me to do a 6-week break? And why is it important to think about what I'm going to do ahead of time? So it's important to me because this 6 weeks allows me to, like I said, keep things going and maintain them. But it's important for me to be strategic in that, because let me tell you, too many times I have said, oh my gosh, it's a 6-week break. I can do all the things. I'll organize my whole house and we will get the stuff done that we haven't been working on in school. And we're going to go all these places and it's going to be so great. I can't wait. But by the end of the 6-week break, I am exhausted. The house is a hot mess. And we have to then start our next 6 weeks in that status. And that's actually, in my mind, more detrimental than it was previously. It's really important to plan. What are we going to do to make ourselves successful for this week and not bite off more than we can chew? but really give ourselves that rest and that refresh that we actually need. So we're going to talk about today how to do that. And some of our schooling has to keep going. So it's important to be able to balance those things like piano or a math class we're participating in or whatever it might be, along with the other things that we want to then add for this 1 week, which is not normal. It's an off week for us. So let's check out how we do it. You can do it many ways. I like to just get a fresh piece of paper, a blank paper. It doesn't matter what it is, just because I need to have a blank slate essentially. And so I just break it into 5 days. You can do that however you want, but I just make some lines and then I just am going to write Monday, M, T, W, Thursday, Friday. So I have my, just real quick, nothing fancy. I don't even care because at the end of the week, guess what? I'm gonna throw this away. But in that, first I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to look at my calendar and I'm going to say, what are the things that we don't miss? So for our 6-week break this week, I have some work things that happen on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'm going to write that down. Those are in the afternoon. In the evening on Monday, my girls still have debate, and Tuesday we have piano. As you can see, it's filling in a lot, and that's why it's essential to be strategic, because as you can imagine with my previous, let's just fill it all up, it can get overwhelming quickly. And then we have a birthday party Friday night. That's fun. Okay, so that's not too much. We have piano, debate, and then my school, my work. And so then I'm gonna take those categories that I told you, and I'm going to decide what we're going to do. I know already what our fun thing that we're going to do is, and so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. So this 6-week break isn't a normal 6-week break. We are going to be doing a review day, which is like a carnival game thing that we do for classical conversations. We get together, we play carnival games, a fun way to review. We have pizza together, and then we go and we visit a nursing home. And sing carols to them and get to chit chat with the residents. And so that is already our plan. So I'm gonna write that in, and that will be probably the majority of my Thursday. If I try to bite off too much more than that, I'll just be exhausted by that point probably. Obviously, I'm saying that because I still have all of my normal things that I have to do. So I have to still cook my food, and we still have to clean the house, and we still have to do all those things. So I don't want to add too much in one day. So I'll go ahead and write that down. Okay, and then I will add in, when do I plan on doing which task? So today my plan is to start with the assessment, and so I'll write that in, and I'm going to break that down in another video for you, but that will take my Monday. Tuesday we have some errands to do because we do piano, so then I just make that my errand day, and that takes about half of the day. So we'll do all that, and I may come back and organize something there, but I think I'm going to designate Wednesday as my full day to really focus in on organizing something. You can look at this 2 different ways. If you didn't have a full day, you could just set a timer and go through and organize like 15 minutes, 3 songs worth, or something like that. And it's super nice actually to add organizing and cleaning an area that's driving you crazy, because I'm sure you know what I'm talking about when I say that. But I'm going to organize our school hutch because it is out of control. So we're gonna write that, organize school hutch, and that will be on Wednesday. Now, if I have extra time, I actually have plenty of things that I have in my mind of things I would like to work on, but I'm not going to write it down because I'm going to keep my goals achievable. And then after that, then we can add if we have room. And then Friday, we will rest. And we will talk about that on Friday. What does rest actually mean? Because it's probably not what you think. So there we have it. really quick, really simple. I've sketched out what am I going to do, when am I going to do it, and so I have a plan of how to go through. And tomorrow we're going to go ahead and talk through what does it look like to assess both for yourself and for your kids. So I hope this has been helpful. We've talked about what is a 6-week break. It's how to be strategic and make a plan, and then how I personally do it. I hope you find that helpful, and we will talk to you